Hey guys, how's it going? Well, this is the Newbright Baja Extreme. Picked this thing up and had some issues. This has the new lithium ion packs that they're using in the Newbright toys. And I gotta tell you, these battery packs really suck. They do not last long for some reason. And anyways, it also had a couple other issues with the receiver board that I'm hoping I straightened out, but if not, I'm going to have a little bit of tweaking to do just on retuning the frequency dial on the main board on the truck, because the range right now, I managed to put in I had this 12 volt one out of my Wolf, and I got it at about 9.6 volts, which is what the truck actually wants, but it's supposed to charge up a little over 10. But range right now I get about 15 feet tops. So I'm doing a little power conversion. And but I can say this much so far about the truck. So this is kind of like a review and mod, okay? So as far as the truck itself goes, the tires actually aren't too bad. I mean, they are hard. I mean, it's all hard rubber on these Newbrights, a lot of them anyways. I really like the body, because if this doesn't work out, I think this will be the one body that I modify to try and put onto one of my Lighthawk Brutes, because I really like the style of this body. But as far as the rest of the truck goes, like I said, I'm a little in debate right now, because it's got the battery issue, which you can't get replacement parts, and that includes batteries for these things, so it kind of sucks. It does have the standard Newbright cheesy remote control or radio control. That's standard stuff. And of course, full speed ahead, full left, full right steering. Haven't really had much of a chance to drive it because of so many issues with it. But I am going to do a 3-cell conversion. I'm going to drive a little over 11 volts through this thing. Basically, it's 12.6 fully charged. And see if it handles it. A lot of these toys I've done, if they're a 9.6, they've had no real issues taking a 3-cell. But if it's 7.2, you can only go to 9.6. So it's kind of a, type of thing. Because I tried a 7.2 or and a 7.4 system, 0.2 of a volt, big whoop. I tried using 3-cell on that sort of a vehicle. Of course, not designed for 3-cell, and of course it won't work either. And because I tried that on my Audi once, and it just didn't go well, but didn't blow anything. So anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish putting this thing together, because I'm using some Tamiya connectors inside here, and running it up and around and through, and I didn't really think that far ahead on my conversion at the time, because I was just going to put the 3-cell packs inside here, but I thought, why not put the 3-cell packs inside the back of the box instead? So I'm just going to connect a few Tamiya connectors, just for the heck of it, and it doesn't have to be majorly cool looking for this mod, because if it toasts, it just gets undone anyhow, and I still retrieve my connectors regardless. And if I can't cure the distance issue and get a little bit better out of it, well, it's just going to get undone anyhow, and the body will get salvaged, and well, the rest of it tossed. But that's the way she goes. I mean, hey. But anyway, I'll finish wiring this thing up and putting it back together, and we'll be right back. Okay guys, we're back. Got the truck back assembled, finished off my wiring for my connectors, and here's our 3-cell hookup, which is just three 3.7 volt 600 milliamp batteries tied in series. And we're going to throw this right in the back here. This is just a temporary setup, because if it keeps working, we're going to be good for a while, so let's see what happens. Well, I wouldn't say it's the most powerful system in the world. Okay, I'm gonna go to the far end of the house and see if I can still drive without any problems. Well, it's not stuttering. It would have stuttered by now. So I'll leave the truck out here. My wife will keep the camera on there, and I'll go in the other room here off to the side. So I'm probably about 30 some feet away, and I got nothing. Had something in there. But 5 feet closer. So I'm going to call it, it's good for 20 feet. The 3-cell doesn't seem to be bothering it any. It's actually a pretty quick little machine. Of course, it's got a little bit extra juice that it normally wouldn't have. Doesn't have enough snot for a J-turn. Not really. But I would say that this thing is going to be hanging around for a little bit anyways. I may try 4 cells. I know that's really going to be pushing her. But I might try and build a whole new harness with 4 cells and see how it does. But it looks like we got rid of the stutter problem. So I guess it needed some resoldering. There was about, I think, altogether about 10 connections I resoldered on the receiver, and one of which was also the antenna wire. But I also resoldered the pot for the frequency controller, a couple others, plus the connectors for the batteries, which they seemed solid anyways, but hey, resoldered anyway, just, you know, cover your butt thing. So the only other thing I could do is maybe resolder some connections on the remote itself. Maybe that would help a little bit more with it. Might even change the antenna from this, you know, crummy little wire thing and put a real antenna in it, because that's not a very hard modification to do. I mean, if you had to do this yourself, would it kind of be worth doing it? Not if you had to go out and buy all the stuff to do it. I don't think it would be worthwhile, but as a fun little project, yeah, you know, but this is also if you have this vehicle and your regular lithium-ion pack blue. Like I said, Newbright has no replacement parts whatsoever for any of their stuff. So this is a way to get around it and still have the truck run. I mean, this is kind of a little redneck with the batteries in the back, but you know, at least it's accessible. These are just some quadcopter batteries tied together in series. I could do this with like a regular 3-cell battery, having one single battery in there that I could mount, you know, on the roll bars or something. You know, so there's a lot of different ways you could do it. But these little batteries are pretty cheap to do. The JST connectors are cheap. And you could go with straight JST. I only went with the Tamiya stuff because my 3-cell connector, I had built this thing to run in a different vehicle. And I didn't really want to undo all this stuff. And I got enough spare Tamiya connectors for other stuff. I could use this 3-cell in, you know, different setups. So, you know, it kind of works for my usage, but you could go straight JST off, no problem. And then I just punched my hole in here so I don't go near the receiver board because it's right under here. Soldered the wires directly on. This I could plug it up if I wanted to, you know. I think I might do the waterproof thing on it like I did to my Wolf Pro, and then just drive the snot out of this thing outside and till it blows up, if it blows up. Our Wolf Pro is actually still doing really well, by the way. For those of you who've seen the video, and if you haven't, check out the Wolf Pro on my channel and the little mod I did. And anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys on the next video.